Okay, so there's this silent killer lurking in pretty much every dental clinic. And no, it's not a virus or some new disease. It's a simple, really common mistake that's destroying your most expensive equipment from the inside out. And chances are, you might be making it every single day without even realizing it.
You know that brand new handpiece you just invested thousands in? What if I told you that a single, everyday habit could send it straight to the trash heap in just a year? We're not talking about bad luck here. We're talking about one specific, destructive error that is way more common than you'd think.
So just how big of a deal is this really? You might think equipment failure is just, part of the job, a random cost of doing business. But the reality is, well, it's a lot less random than you'd expect. 80%. Just let that number sink in for a second. 4 out of every 5 times a piece of equipment fails in a dental practice, it's not because of some manufacturing defect or just old age. Nope. It's because of simple, totally preventable things. Incorrect settings, using it the wrong way, and, this is the big one, poor maintenance.
So when you see this chart, that huge bar on the left is telling you something really important. It means that those expensive repairs and replacements are almost never a surprise. They're the predictable result of habits, a few specific mistakes that just get repeated over and over again.
Alright, so we know that a massive 80% of failures are preventable. But inside that 80%, there's one mistake that stands out as the single most damaging of them all. It's time we put this silent killer under the microscope and see what's really going on.
And here it is. This is the fatal flaw: shutting down equipment without running the proper cleaning cycle. I know, it feels like such a harmless shortcut at the end of a crazy busy day. But in that moment, you're leaving behind moisture and gunk that immediately kick off a destructive process deep inside the machine.
You see, the damage is slow, and it's sneaky. On day 1, it's just a little residue, no big deal. But fast forward to month 3, and that same residue is now causing corrosion on delicate internal parts. By month 6, a catastrophic failure isn't just a risk anymore, it's pretty much a guarantee. And the whole time, the device looks perfectly fine from the outside. And this brings up a really frustrating question, doesn't it? If this one little mistake is so damaging and costs so much money, why isn't it the very first thing you learn in training? Why isn't this just common knowledge? Well, the reasons are actually pretty simple and pretty frustrating. This is the kind of insider info you're just not going to find in the glossy product catalogs. It often gets skipped over in standard training. And the worst part? Because the failure happens months down the road, you never connect the cause with the effect. So people just keep repeating the error day after day with no idea what's happening. So we've seen the how and the why. Now let's talk about the bottom line. What does this one mistake actually cost your practice after just 1 year of neglect? The difference is pretty stark, and it really represents a choice you make every single day. On one side, you have crazy high service costs, the absolute nightmare scenario of a file breaking during a procedure, and tons of lost clinical time. And on the other side, you have what everyone wants: equipment that lasts, stable performance, and safe, reliable operation. The path you go down is literally decided by a 30-second habit. This next point really sums it all up perfectly. That 30-second shortcut at the end of the day, yeah, it feels efficient right in that moment. But over time, it becomes the single most expensive choice you can make, costing you money, time, and a whole lot of stress. But here's the good news. After all this talk of damage and costs, the solution is, well, it's shockingly simple. It takes about 30 seconds, and it will completely eliminate this risk from your practice. It all boils down to this: the 30-second fix. Step 1. Perform the correct cleaning routine after every single use. Step 2. Confirm your device settings and safety features are right. And Step 3. Store it properly. That's it. Those few seconds are literally the difference between your equipment lasting 1 year versus 10 years. Now, let's zoom in on Step 2 for a moment, because this is a critical detail that a lot of people miss. A perfect example is torque control. Think of it less as a setting and more as an active safety system. It's what automatically stops the motor to prevent too much force, protecting the instrument, the patient, and you. And let's be absolutely clear about this. This setting isn't just about protecting the motor. It's about protecting you. This is your safety net. This is the feature that prevents a catastrophic file break, protects your patient from injury, and ultimately safeguards your entire professional reputation. You can't overlook it. Okay, so let's boil all of this down. What are the key things you can take back to your practice starting today that are going to make a real difference? And a special word for new graduates out there. I get it. The pressure to be fast is immense, but it's a trap. Your main goal isn't speed, it's safety.
Never, ever let the pressure to work faster make you compromise the protocols that protect your patient, your equipment, and, at the end of the day, your career.
So if you only take away 3 things from this, make it these. 1. That time-saving shortcut is always the most expensive choice in the long run, no question. 2. The right settings are a lifeline. They protect your patient, your tools, and you. And 3. Your knowledge is more valuable than your equipment. These little habits prevent huge losses.
And that brings us to one last really important question to think about. We've uncovered one silent killer today, but it makes you wonder, what other common practices in your clinic could be a silent risk, just hiding in plain sight? That's definitely something worth thinking about.